profitable as it used to be with,
now
porn
you got
nowadays.
internet, yeah.
You can just
but you can't
get
see
whatever
now,
tickles your fancy right online.
Right, but now I guess it's a live chat thing. It's like they want to look at the, you know what I mean? So now you can't be a dude with a sexy voice anymore, and they actually have to be a woman.
Well, is it video chat though? Because it is.
Yeah.
So you actually are seeing the person. Because otherwise, I could type in, I'm a dude, 6'5", have a 12-inch dong.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Right.
But I guess if it's a live video chat, then it's not as easy to pull the wool over your eyes.
Yeah, really. Well, very good. But yeah. So what? First of all, we got to point out the elephant in the room. We are still alive. We're 400 miles away from the nearest flood zone. Look, all these fucking people marking in Fort Worth, safe from Hurricane Harvey. No shit, motherfucker.
I'm safe. You live in Fort fucking Worth.
Or Dallas, or,
Come on.
Okay, you're in San Antonio. All right, I get it.
Attention whores.
Yeah,
okay?
Those people, yeah. You're in San Antonio, you're in Corpus Christi, you're in Houston, yeah.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Get out of here.
Fuck off, people. I said, fuck off, Norton. But, so the fucking hurricane, man, that thing just ripped Houston and Corpus Christi. And now it's...
And let's not forget about Port Aransas.
Port A. That place is going to be...
The little, counties with a population 500 or under. But, those people are still suffering, too. Everybody's talking about Houston. I get it. It's a huge metropolis area, but it's not only Houston that's been affected.
Sure. Everybody, they're talking about the other places in the news. Houston is where they start because obviously...
Because it has the most people.
Yeah, it's the largest place.
The largest number of people displaced there.
Right. And, now we've got these chemical plants that are blowing up.
Well, there's no need for safety regulations. Come on.
The thing that irritates me the most about that is that our wonderful governor decided after, not before West, but he decided after West Texas blew up to remove safety restrictions on companies manufacturing and storing extremely volatile and dangerous chemicals.
Well, I guess he just, didn't want to surprise us all and actually do something that would make sense for humanity.
Yeah, exactly. I just don't understand. And then you got that fucking Joel Osteen guy. He's catching a lot of flack. Now, here's the deal. This is where I'm going to kind of defend him a little bit. I got to play the voice of reason here. Now, the mayor of Houston, the fact that he's a climatologist, he's not.
He's an idiot.
He's a moron. Yeah. But they didn't expect it to be as catastrophic as it was. I don't know why. I don't understand why he didn't think it was going to be a big deal.
Houston floods when it fucking sprinkles.
Right.
What did they think was going to happen with a Category 4 fucking hurricane?
Right. They were talking before it
about
made
Category 5.
Yeah, that it may have been Cat 5.
So, come on.
So it wasn't like.
We'll be right back. Turtle emergency. Oh, she got out. All right. Our turtle she trapped herself and she was freaking out.
Yeah, she's a little thing.
She's a genius. She's such a bright turtle.
She's a dumbass, but
anyway, she's okay now.
Yeah. So anyway, here you got these guys talking about Cat 5 storm possibly, and Mayor of Houston's like, nah, we don't need to evacuate. We don't need mandatory evacuation. Remember what happened?
Buy a float.
Yeah, remember what happened to Hurricane Rita? Yeah, you guys didn't have a proper evacuation plan, which you have a better one now.
Yeah.
But
I'm not a
people
genius.
were dying on the street.
I'm not an engineer or an expert on evacuation plans, but I'm pretty sure you could say, streets A through E leave on this day, streets F through whatever leave on this day. How difficult can that be?
You really, it really stagger your plan of attacking your exits, People on the west side of Houston go west. People on the east side of Houston, don't go east. You got to go north. But
I guess you have to take into consideration the fact that most everyday people are fucking idiots, like all the assholes around here that used up all the gasoline yesterday.
Oh, God. We're going to get there.
They cause a fucking frenzy. So
sure.
I guess you do have to keep in mind that if he did order a mandatory evacuation, even if he did it in what was supposed to be a controlled manner, people are going to freak out.
Sure. But here's the thing. I can understand. here's the thing with hurricanes. Hurricane's not like a tornado, and it's not like an earthquake.
Right, you have plans.
You've got. With
you
at
have
least,
time.
with at least a hurricane, you know that, hey, there's a hurricane coming, and this is a project. I think it's like a week.
We had 2 weeks.
A week where they actually knew the trajectory. Mm-hmm. 2 weeks they knew. Well, it's going to hit Texas somewhere. It's going to hit in the Gulf of Mexico somewhere. It could be Texas. Could be Louisiana. Probably going to be more Texas and Louisiana. So on. They had the whole. Mm-hmm. They knew 2 weeks in advance.
Pretty good idea.
Right now, I understand there are a lot of people down there that have no place to go. I get it.
This is true.
I understand that.
That's why you have places like Dallas and Fort Worth that have, large
big enough
convention
shelters,
centers, arenas.
Yeah, or you have mega churches in Houston.
Oh yeah,
Mr. Osteen.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of stuff floating around the internet.
There was.
Excuse the pun. About whether or not his church was accessible, whether or not it was flooded. Now he posted.
Didn't he? Yeah.
He posted some pictures.
It wasn't accessible, which is why we haven't opened.
Right. It's kind of funny because when he gave his speech on CNN, I forget that, whatever, he was on there talking about this, that, and the other, talking about, our doors have always been open. We never shut our doors once.
Right.
We didn't turn people away. And in the speech, he's telling about how their doors are always open and they serve the community. They never turn people away. And in the same breath, he's talking about at the very beginning when people would come there, he fucked up. He first said, and we would take them, and then he stopped. And then he said, or they would elect to leave to go to their shelters. Yeah, okay. Fumble number one, Mr. Osteen.
Well,
now the first day of the hurricane, yeah, there was some parts of his building were flooded, but it was a lot of lower level parking structure. There's even a little bit inside the actual church itself. But that sucker is huge. That's where the Houston Rockets used to play.
The top floors.
Right. There was a lot of places that, it wasn't going to get, they weren't going to get fucking 40 feet
of water.
Inside
the building.
Right. And I understand you don't want to put people in a place where it's going to potentially trap them. But, good Lord. He completely mishandled that business. And now our turtle is, I guess she has put herself in danger somehow. I don't know what this turtle's doing. But Erica went to go rescue her. She's not the brightest turtle. She likes to eat her platform. She likes to wedge herself in between the wall and the platform, a wall of her aquarium. She's a big old dumb turtle. But while that's happening, I guess I have time to give you some info about our sponsors. We are still, if you need a car, go down to Southwest Auto. It's right next to the old Joe's Garage on 9508 Camp Bowie West. You can give them a telephone call at 682-707-2920. Tell them the plot hole sent you. I don't know if that's going to do anything for you, but they might take care of you. I'm sure they will. There's some good guys down there. If you need a good cash car, if you need a car, period, just go down and check them out. If Booker's there, make sure you throw stuff at him. You got to throw ice at Booker. But yeah, Southwest Auto, right next to the old Joe's Garage. And that was a word from our sponsors while we had Operation Turtle Rescue.
I'm back. I'm back.
Yeah. See, these microphones pick up everything.
Yes, they do. No, we're not buying new ones.
I didn't say it was. I'm just letting you know when you hear all those noises like this right here, and I can hear you drinking your water, and at least that's what we're telling everybody. It's water that she's drinking.
I don't really follow Joel.
I don't follow Joel Osteen either, but I know he's he lives in a giant mansion.
He looks like just a fake cracker, like the big old goofy grin on his face all the time.
Yes.
Like he's never felt a sad emotion or something.
Yeah. You could probably go shoot him in the foot and be like, God is good.
Right. I just don't care for mega churches, and I definitely don't care for someone who, lives in a fucking mansion, but doesn't want to take in people off the street. That doesn't ring Christianity to me.
Exactly.
So I don't follow him, but I did hear that he, on the first day, I guess he posted that, we haven't opened because our church is inaccessible. It's underwater, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And then later sort of recanted that and said, well, The city hadn't asked us to yet, so that's why we
Yeah,
didn't open.
right.
And he kept changing his story.
It's like, wait a minute, wait a minute.
Dude, you are literal. You not literally. I hate that people have rebranded literally.
It changed that word, yeah.
But you're shooting yourself in the foot. Just stop
talking.
Stop talking at all.
You
And
know,
just
or
maybe don't issue a public comment until you decide which lie you're going to tell.
Or here's a noble truth. Being a man of God, you can go out there with the truth. Hey, we shut our doors down for stupid, selfish reasons. It was a mistake.
Yeah, or even we really weren't sure. We
weren't
did
prepared.
have some water. Didn't have a plan for this.
All that's perfectly fine.
I'm sorry, I messed up, but I'm trying to do right now.
Right, exactly.
I'm only man.
Exactly.
Like I'm human. I'm not God himself.
Right. Even though I want my followers to believe that.
Yeah.
But, then you got it's just the string of lies that came out of him and the excuses and all this mess.
Doesn't surprise me at all.
No, like I said, the first day, because, a lot of their church members were being rescued themselves the first couple of days.
Yeah.
I get it. But
Just
here's the thing.
Say that.
Hey, I'm Joel Osteen. I have a giant church. It's not going to flood all the way to the top.
Yeah.
Congregation. You need a place to hide out. Here, boom, boom, boom. I got supplies. They got all kinds of food in that giant place.
Oh, yeah. Or what about your mansion? Open your doors there.
You've got a 40,000 square foot mansion. You could house a few people in there.
A few.
Yeah. Speaking of giant mansions, we're going to get off Joel Osteen now because I'm tired of talking about that idiot.
Okay.
My brother does, he does like tile estimates for tile company.
Is that what he does? He does estimates?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Okay.
So basically what you do is you come in with your blueprints or your floor plan or whatever, and you say, this is what I want, this mosaic here, and I want, this type of tile here, and so on and so forth. And he goes in there.
He wouldn't come out to our home.
Oh, yeah, no, he would, yeah.
He does this as well.
Yeah,
okay.
He does. Well, that's where we're going with this.
Oh.
So he can do it on the computer, or he'll actually go out and look at your home and whatever. And so basically, he's the guy who tells you what you need and what it's going to cost you.
Okay.
Apparently, LT LaDainian Tomlinson, formerly of the Chargers, formerly of the TCU Horned Frogs.
I'm not a sports person.
That's all right. Running back, makes lots of money.
Okay.
He's got a house somewhere in the South Lake area around. It's not exactly South Lake, but it's this huge rich folk town.
Yeah, so for you non-local listeners, it's uppity area.
Uppity, yeah. It's like Beverly Hills of Texas, apparently. Because
sort of.
No bullshit, because my brother went to his house and was speaking with his wife, and his wife was all, this is what we want. And my brother's like, no, we can't do that. The cuts or whatever, this and the other. And, the huge fucking mansion they're living in.
Huge freaking guy.
He's talking about it has 5 bedrooms. Each bedroom has its own bathroom.
Wow.
Talking about, my brother said that they have his and her closets. And the master bathroom is bigger than our house.
Okay.
But that's not the amazing piece. Their closets were bigger than our house. Yes. My brother said it's probably 1,800 square foot closet.
Wow.
For her. Just for her. It was 2 stories. They had a little spiral staircase in the middle to go up and all this mess.
How much clothing can one wear?
That's what I'm saying.
I don't get it.
Yeah. Why? I mean, come on.
I don't wear all the clothes I have, and I have like a 2 square feet of closet space.
I mean, and my father's describing this. I was like, yeah, Joe's telling me about all this, blah, blah, blah. Are you fucking kidding me? You got people... I mean, here I am thinking, wow, I got a 1,400 square foot house. I could use another 400 to 500 square feet and be okay. And these motherfuckers got closets bigger than my entire house, our entire house.
Well,
we go live in their closet.
That pretty much sums up the wealth inequality in this nation.
Yeah.
You either have not even enough to eat,
right,
or so much that you'll never ever want in your life.
Right. Now think about this.
And that's pretty much it.
Let's extrapolate this for a little bit. LT, whereas he's a wealthy person. I mean, he's got money. He is not a truly wealthy person, right?
Right.
I think
he's probably in a lot of debt.
Well, somebody estimated his net worth right around $35 million.
Yeah.
Which, again, if somebody said, "Hey, Johnny, here's your $35 million," I'm going to be like, "Nah, it's not good enough."
Yeah.
I'm going to grab it and run.
I'll punch you in the face.
I mean, so you got to start thinking about if somebody who's worth $35 million is building these places like this.
Right.
Think about the guys who sign those checks. Think about the Jerry Jones and the Steinbrenners and all these people who can, who are
who own these
who
teams.
own the teams that sign the paychecks.
Right.
You know, start thinking about the people who are worth billions of dollars. What kind of places they live in. I mean, good.